the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Joe Ingles is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Jackson Hayes. Then it's Miller, and it's Halliburton in at the 1. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Miller with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Anderson against Ingles. Stockton with it. His last outing, he had 24 points. Now here is Miller. Halliburton sets the pick for Miller. That one doesn't go. Good D by Anderson. Lets it go from deep. That's good from Lamb on the assist by Anderson. Lamb's got 5.
You know, wanting to get better at shooting the 3-ball, Lamb, the key to improving is the confidence you gain from putting in the work to get better.
Now here's Anderson. He averages about 5 points a game, and the shot goes in.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Miller. They need this. Drains the three-pointer.
You look at Sabonis, and he clearly is one of the best passing big men in the game because he sees the floor so well.
To the wing right side, and there's the pass to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Malone, and Utah again with the bucket.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here is Miller. His last outing, he had 24 points.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Stockton passes to Lamb. Back to Stockton from past the arc. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Now here's Malone. His last outing, 16 points for him. Halliburton outside. Sabonis' screen on Stockton, and there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Paul Millsap is checked in for the Pacers. Granger comes in for Joe Ingles.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Millsap. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Miller outside, fires for 3. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Miller's got 6.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Malone, a screen on Halliburton. Stockton passes to Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Stolen by Stockton. Anderson against Granger. Stockton passes to Malone. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Jazz?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Now here's Lamb. He has 5. Malone down low. Millsap's there. Malone, no luck. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Pacers. Trailing here by 8. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for Utah. Reggie comes in for Jeremy Lamb. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. Passes to Stockton. Driving inside. Gobert trying to get open. Miller kicks to Halliburton. Pass to Granger. There's Miller with the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz leading by 6. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Indiana ball.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. We'll take a look at Utah. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now. Looking to hold on to that.
And seeing where Utah is, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Now, here is Miller. 6 points for him. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And the 3 off target. Stockton against Miller. Stockton outside. He kicks to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Malone, a screen on Halliburton. Near the 3-point line, it's Bullock. No good on the shot. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
No good. Good work defensively by Millsap. Halliburton outside. Out to the right wing. Millsap passes to Hayes. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
Like seeing Millsap dish the rock, showing you he wants to get his guys involved with passes like that.
Utah calls timeout, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Lenz checked in for Rudy Gobert, and Channing Frye's subbed in for Malone. The Pacers also changing it up. Sabonis, he's checked in for Hayes. Doug McDermott comes in for Miller, and it's Oladipo in for Halliburton. Stockton against Oladipo. Outside for Lewis. Jazz passing it around. A nice shot by Stockton.
You've got to close out on Stockton now. He's a deadly three-point shooter and has textbook form.
Pass to McDermott. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Frye.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lewis misses. Pacers trail by 7. Granger dishes to Oladipo. Kicks to Millsap. On the wing, Granger. It's Oladipo on the wing. Screen by Sabonis. Up again and staying with the play, Sabonis.
Boy, one of the things that stands out with Domantas Sabonis, this guy is high energy all the time. He's a relentless glass eater.
Here's Lewis. Granger with the defensive effort. The Pacers shooting 40% here in the early stages. Stolen by Lewis. Over Granger. Lewis gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 7.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. Sabonis sets the pick for McDermott. Ejected by Len. Oladipo against Stockton. Now here's Bullock. Defense is right there. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Jazz lead. Oladipo against Stockton. McDermott, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis.
An accurate shooter off the pass. McDermott feels comfortable firing as soon as he catches it.
And the pass to Stockton. It's stolen by Oladipo. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for Grayson.
Lewis on the way. Ranger covering. Lewis down low. Millsap on him. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Passes it to McDermott. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Boy, that's outstanding court awareness from Oladipo. Head up and found the open man.
Here's Giddey. Guarded by Oladipo. Pass to Lewis. Over Granger. Lewis gets the bucket. Lewis has got his third basket of the night right there.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Giddey the pass to Lewis. Over Granger, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And now a 7-point Utah lead.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sabonis' screen on Lewis. And stolen by Fry. Pass to Lewis. Here's Giddey. Over Sabonis. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. And so it's Utah in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly.
All right, look who's coming out of the court.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
So with Millsap sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Halliburton is out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. So it's Utah now. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. It's stolen by Oladipo. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert may get overlooked, but his coach understands what he means to the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder says, his presence on the floor gives us a chance. He's our most important player as far as how he anchors our team. He's the foundation. And Kevin, the way they win games, that's saying something.
He is a Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. Phenomenal player. Thanks, D.A. Here's Giddey after the basket by Sabonis. Clock at 6, and here's Fry from the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Free throw, good from Fry. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy, and I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing him out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
And he nails the third. And so Miller will bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 10-point game. Drives to the hoop. The shot misses. And it's Utah the other way. The pass to Azubuike. To the middle. Here's Fry. The Pacers pull it in. Miller, right side. Clark trying to get open. And again, it's Indiana.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Now here's Lamb. He has 5. And Azubuike kicks to Lamb. Just 3 to shoot. But 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Halliburton passes to Miller. Halliburton outside. Pass to Clark. Down low. Goes up on the block. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And with a quick break in the action, let's now take a look at the top rookie free throw shooters in the NBA. Jazz leading by 8. Utah calls timeout.
Utah timeout call. All right, look who's coming.
15th and second chance points. 18th in steals. And as far as assists go, not great. They're in the bottom third of the league. And to be honest, I think there's a little bit too much self-willing going on the floor.
Allen outside. He kicks it to Anderson. Here's Malone. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
I like the touch from Malone inside there. I mean, one of the most accomplished scorers in the game, without a doubt.
Up top, Sabonis. Left side, Miller. Releases. Malone with the rebound. Malone's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Allen finds Anderson. Malone a screen on Ingles. And then Malone with the dunk.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Sabonis, the pass to Miller. Second shot opportunity. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Giddey. Allen for 3. Offensive rebound. Malone. The shot's good. Malone's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz.
Boy, the focus from Malone impressive. Not allowing the defense to get the better of him on these difficult finishes.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your jazz dancers.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Sabonis. Millsap comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's Granger in for Joe Ingles. Pacers trail by 14. On the wing, Granger. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good from mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
That free throw, no good. And Clark, some guys check the standings every morning. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, we were struggling as a team when I was playing, so the standings weren't that significant. Just trying to win games was my primary focus. But as I've watched players, I do know that the better the team is, typically the more guys are checking the standings to see what other teams of their ilk are doing in the league.
He hits the second from the line. Here is Stockton. He's got 8. Has to go Bear. Stockton against Halliburton. Screen by Malone. Here's Stockton. The rebound by Halliburton. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 13. Granger passes to Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Halliburton against Stockton. Pass to Malone. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Boy, I tell you what, Malone, an excellent pick-and-roll threat. And a knockdown shooter, too, which makes him hard to guard.
Feeds it to Hayes. On the wing, Miller. Hayes with it. Gobert on him. There's Miller with the 3. Rebound, Utah. Anderson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Inside, ball's knocked loose. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
Now Stockton. He's got 8. Here's Malone. Malone missing again.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Come get it.
Millsap's against Malone. Millsap a screen on Stockton. Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Lewis checked in for Kyle Anderson. Halliburton against Stockton. Lewis on the wing. The pass to Malone. Malone. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And the Pacers call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Karl Malone.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Sabonis, he's checked in for the Pacers. Oladipo comes in for Halliburton. Passes it to Oladipo. Millsap sets the pick for Oladipo. There's the drive.
Now let's check out some stats for Miller. His last 10 games, averaging 17 points per game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
That's good from Oladipo.
You know, Oladipo's one of the few players in the NBA with some true singing talent. I mean, he's got a couple of albums to his credit, and he's really passionate about his music.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And Lewis, one of those guys that can fit into a lot of different roles, depending on what his team needs. He's got a diverse skill set, he's got size, and this guy loves shooting the three.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And both free throws good for Lewis. Pacers trail by 15. And here's Oladipo. Left side, Miller. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. Gobert with the defensive effort. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Stockton against Oladipo. Stockton outside. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Pacers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Oladipo against Stockton. And Oladipo kicks to Granger. Indiana again missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Lamb with the ball. He's got 5. The dish to Malone. Over Miller. No good off the back of the rim. Pacers trail by 15.
I think a lot of people expected great things from Sabonis purely because his father was the stuff of legends.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. His dad, Arvydas Sabonis, is one of Europe's all-time basketball greats. But Domas has really lived up to that legacy as far as I see it. I mean, he's a star in his own right with multiple all-star selections to his name and perhaps a few more in his future.
And here are the Pacers now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Oladipo finds Miller. Sabonis' screen on Lewis. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Lamb.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
4 on the clock. 3-pointer from Stockton. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And it's Miller penetrating. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Sabonis now is not going to shy away from contact. He really aggressively attacks the defense.
Stockton against Oladipo. Stockton outside. Granger against Lewis. Malone kicks to Lamb. The Jazz with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Miller inside. He's covered by Malone. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Malone. Indiana shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And the first one drops. Both free throws good for Miller. Jazz leading by 11. Stockton outside. Over Oladipo. The shot's good from Stockton. Stockton's got 10 points in the game.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now, here is Miller. Sabonis, the pass to Oladipo. Sabonis sets the pick for Oladipo. The teardrop falls in. Oladipo's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he carves defenses to pieces. Victor Oladipo is fantastic at slithering his way inside.
Stockton against Oladipo. And a wide open look for Lamb. They grab their own miss.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Oladipo dishes to Millsap. Back to Oladipo. To the inside. Sabonis. Gobert with the block.
And that's